Good morning from the Tractor Tuesday Market Desk. I'm Bryce Duskett. It is time to look at the factors influencing the commodity trade today. On the line with us from Chicago is Mark Gold with Top Third Ag Marketing. Good Tuesday morning, Mark.
Well, good morning. Overnight, we had May corn down 2.5 cents, 4.79 1/4. May wheat down 4 1/4 cents at 5.34 1/4, and May beans up 4.5 cents at 10.34. The dollar's up 32 ticks here today. It's at 98.36, still the lowest prices we've seen in 3 years out here. The Dow Jones is on a rebound. It's up 400 points at the moment. So that might be a little bit helpful in here. The crop ratings came out 12% planted on corn versus 10 on average. We look to be in pretty good shape there, except next week's numbers should be lower with all the rains that we've seen. Beans 8% planted versus 5 on average. Winter wheat was down 2 percentage points to 45% good to excellent. I thought that would have firmed up the wheat up here, but the wheat got pounded with the dollar a little bit higher here. And spring wheat is 17% planted versus 12% on average. Today really looks to be as much about a turnaround Tuesday. I think maybe corn and wheat can come back as well. We've got, things turning around a little bit here, but I really don't think it's much more than a turnaround Tuesday. But we'll have to see. The charts don't look terrible out here, so there's something to hope for there. If we could see corn, wheat, and beans all close higher today, I think that'd be a big plus. That's about it.
Perhaps a turnaround Tuesday on tap as we get ready to open up the session. That is Mark Gold with Top Third Ag Marketing in Chicago. You can learn more at topthird.com. Do remember that trading futures involves a risk of loss and may not be suitable to all investors. I'm Bryce Duskett reporting from the Tractor Tuesday Market Desk.
In today's market, switching equipment brands is a big decision, but it just got easier with the Kloss Limited Inventory Sale now through June 30th. It's financing as low as 1.99% on select Kloss, Lexion, and Treon combines, the market's most powerful, sophisticated machines when it comes to performance and long-term ROI. Switch to Kloss. It's worth the investment and then some. Don't miss out on the offer. Learn more at ClossSavings.com. That's CLAAS Savings.com.
If you're up at the crack of dawn, so is the Rural Radio Network with ag news and market information.
I'm Bryce Duskett with this check of agriculture news.
Or if you're more alert in the afternoon, the Rural Radio Network has all of the important news to let you know what is happening in agriculture and in the markets.
Good afternoon. I'm Alex McAfee joining you with this check of agriculture news.
When you want the best in agriculture, follow, like, and listen to the Rural Radio Network.
Welcome back to the Rural Radio Network. Let's get our livestock comments this morning with Jerry Stoll from Country Futures based in Frankfort, Kansas. Good morning, Jerry.
Good morning, Bryce. Once again, we'll look at equities. Right now, the livestock are in that kind of mode to kind of follow somewhat the trend in equities as we saw the heavy selling yesterday, which kind of turned into sharply lower closes in cattle. And today we're seeing quite a bit better for trading in the equities. In fact, afternoon activity in the equities rallied after the cattle close, and the S&Ps are up 53 this morning. Dollar index up 32. Dow futures up 383. Crude oil up 87. Looking at the pork, last night's lean hog index 85.71 up 25. That pork cutout value 96.39 down 61, and we'll call hog futures firmer when we open up here at 8:30. Cattle complex, the latest CME feeder cattle index 289.29 down 313. Choice beef cutout value last night closed up $2 at 333.52. I think odds are increasing to see more firmness again this week in the cash. I can't rule out the possibility of seeing another $2 put on the cash-fed market here. And with the turnaround in equities here, I would expect higher openings in the cattle futures here at 8:30.
All right, thank you very much for that information. Jerry Stoll with Country Futures based in Frankfort, Kansas, our guest. Looking at some of the other comments from DTN this morning. In the cattle complex, traders took a step back in the cattle market Monday as they held back on the aggressive buying. Waited to see some further fundamentals, and hog futures continue to show surprising strength, according to those DTN analysts. We're broadcasting from inside the Tractor Tuesday Market Desk. I'm Bryce Duskett reporting on the Rural Radio Network.
The 880 KRVN Newsroom is the essential link to your world, nation, and community.
For the Rural Radio Network, I'm Bob Brogan.
Local and regional news updates on the half hour.
On the Rural Radio Network, I'm Dave Schroeder.
Fox News at the top of every hour and breaking coverage as it happens.
Reporting for the Rural Radio Network, I'm Ellen Simmons.
Depend on the KRVN News Team.